Hello and welcome to Embodied Living. Today we are going to be focusing on two aspects of yoga that many people do associate with it anyway, which is calm and bendy. So that is the theme of the practice today. And I'm going to invite you to start with a little bit of calm by coming into a seated position and already starting to just slow down. See if you can just slow down your movements a little bit. Maybe even look at what you're doing as you do it to increase your awareness of what is happening in my body and in this moment. And then begin to just make little circles here with your torso. So just leaning forward, leaning to the left, leaning back, leaning to the right, really tiny here. Just like you're swirling something gently, like a tea bag in a cup. But you're kind of, reflective, slow, and then go the other way. So what we're doing here is just trying to feel into the transition from action, activation, and gently slow the body down, slow the system down into settled centeredness. So find that place for yourself now and close the eyes if you're comfortable to. Soft downward gaze otherwise. Soften the belly, the chest, the throat, the jaw, and the eyes. Let your hands come to rest somewhere comfortable where your shoulders can relax. And begin to attune yourself to your breath. Inviting your attention to rest gently on the breath as it comes into your lungs and as it goes out. If attention wanders warmly and with curiosity, just bringing it back to notice the breath in whatever way arises for you. And bringing the hands together at the chest for intention setting, palms pressed together. Just offering the invitation to practice calm in the quickest and easiest way, being to return to breath. Prioritize breath. To focus on the breath whenever you can remember. Releasing the hands, gently blinking open the eyes. In your cross-legged position, placing your hands onto the knees, taking a breath in to fill up from the bottom of your spine right up into the top and lifting the heart up towards the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, curling and rounding, letting the back lean back, letting the head lean forward. And then breathe in, open up again. So try to look for space here in the body, across the chest. And as you exhale, looking for space across the shoulders and the upper back. One more, inhale, lift up. And exhale to round. Good, inhale to neutral. Exhale, we're going to take the legs out in front. Gentle beginning forward fold. So feet to the floor, knees bent, hands around the knees. Again, inhale, pressing down into the sit bones, lifting through the spine. And then we're going to exhale, lay the belly, ribs and chest forward over those legs. If you're comfortable too, letting the whole neck and head hang as well. So you're getting a little bit of opening through the back of that neck. Good. Breathing in, rising up. So if we're going to go for calm in a yoga practice, as you exhale, feet together, knees out, we tend to prioritize forward folds. And just wriggle yourself here into a comfortable version of placement. Feet might be closer to you, they might be further away, and you're pressing the knees down towards the floor. So forward folds help to stimulate activation of the parasympathetic branch of our nervous system, the rest and digest, the down regulation. So the other part we're going to focus on is opening up around the neck, which helps us to give space to the vagus nerve, big part of the parasympathetic nervous system. Holding onto your feet, breathing in to lift up from sit bones through the back and into the crown. And then exhale, gently rounding forward. We're going to stay here for a little while. And just let the body settle into it. See how much fuller you can invite the breath to be through the whole torso. Lifting the knees up as you breathe in, calming up, and then use the out breath to again extend those legs long. This time we're going to go straighter, micro bend in the knees, toes up towards the ceiling, heels planting down, back of your heels planting down into the ground. Lean onto your fingertips, just a very slight diagonal angle forward with the torso. Breathe in to find that lift through the whole torso. And breathe out to soften forward as you exhale.
Good. Inhale to walk the hands back.
And exhale and come onto hands and knees here. Try to go slowly between your transitions and really notice the body move, the placement of the body. Your hands spread wide, knees underneath the hips, toes tucked. And breathe in to gently drop the belly forward, spread open the chest and the heart, lift up the head and tailbone. And then exhale to round it out, drawing that belly up and in. And again, inhale down, belly down, heart and tailbone up. And exhale to round. We're going to do 5 times, so 3 more rounds. Breath in and breath out. Breath in and out. Last one. Breath in and breath out. Excellent. Then inhale into neutral. Toes are tucked. You're going to grip with those fingers, and as you exhale, press into the floor, taking the hips back up for downward facing dog. Keep the knees bent here. Stay up on the toes. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. We're just going to take a few breaths, just feeling the pose for a moment. And seeing what it's like to hold the pose and then just try to invite the body to relax. And notice what happens. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, gently and slowly, setting the knees down to the floor. And breathe in, belly down, head and tailbone up. And then exhale, come to neutral here in the spine. Keep your hips over your knees. You're going to walk the arms forward and bring the chest down towards the floor for heart opening pose, Anahatasana. This is designed to open up through the shoulders and upper back. Good, breath in, rise up. And breath out. Bring your hands back under the shoulders. Breathe in, drop the belly, lift the head and tailbone. Exhale to round. Good work. Inhale to neutral. And again, exhale, grip with those fingertips, press down between thumb and forefinger. And lift back to downward facing dog. Knees are bent, you're up on your toes. And this time we're working out the backs of the legs. So just let the right heel come down and then lift it up and swap it over. Left heel comes down and swap it over. Just working open those hamstrings for a moment. Good, then breath in high up on the toes, and exhale, knees to the floor. If you can, I want you to sit back into a kneeling position. If this is uncomfortable on knees or ankles or hips, you can just take a cross-legged position. We're going to alternate a little bit here between cat-cow, opening up the shoulders and moving into the legs and hips. And taking your arms out to the side as you breathe in. And then exhale, bring the left arm across in front of you, wrap that right arm at the elbow, And remember to use some resistance here. So you press the left arm away and resist with the right. Really working around these muscles here, the back of those shoulders. So with every pose, can you follow the sequence of meeting the pose and then relaxing, holding your structure and then allowing the body to just settle there? Good. Excellent. Nice. We're going to open up. As you breathe in, hold the arms up here at shoulder height, but open them out. Feel this spreading open through the chest. Try not to pop the ribs out. And then exhale, bring the right arm across, wrap that left arm at the elbow, press the right arm away from you, resist with the left. That's it. Good. So find the pose, find the structure, and then relax. Good. Breathing in, opening the arms out to the sides. And then when you exhale, take them behind you. So we're interlacing the fingers. And this one's really important for most of us that spend a lot of time at our desks. So we have this tendency to have the shoulders rolled a little bit forward and then a little bit rounded in the upper back. So we're going to try and spend a bit of time consciously and actively taking the body in another direction there. So let your arms get long behind you, drawing the elbows together. We're going to do this movement slowly and then really feeling the points of the shoulder here, trying to move them out and back. And again, we want to try to avoid doing this, really bending into the lower back and popping our chest forward. So we want to draw this in, which involves a little bit of core activation, and try to feel the opening through the pec muscles, through the shoulders, the squeeze through the shoulder blades. Yeah. Excellent. I'm going to release the arms, come back down onto all fours. Position yourself carefully and slowly, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, toes are tucked. Breath comes in, belly goes down, head goes up, tailbone goes up. And then as you exhale, you round the body. Inhale to neutral. And then exhale, lifting those hips to downward facing dog. And this time we're going to press the heels down towards the floor. So you may be just pressing towards the floor, or you may reach the floor with the heels. Either way, it doesn't matter. Just finding that real grounded stability through the legs. Let me take a few breaths here. And again, find the structure of the pose. So imagine yourself feeling the pose through your bones first. All the toes and fingers, the structure of the hands and feet, leg bones, arm bones, spine. And feel the stability and solidity of that, and then just relax around it. Good. Breath in, rise up onto your toes. Breath out, knees to the floor. Inhale, belly down, head and tailbone up. Exhale and round. Inhale to neutral. And then again, sit back onto your heels or find a cross-legged position. We take the right arm up, straight up the side as you breathe in. And then exhale to bend the elbow, reach behind you, almost as though you were, patting yourself on the back, or I can't reach my back because my arms are very short, so I'm patting myself on the neck. And then we're going to lift that elbow up towards the ceiling, a little bit more, and back behind the head. And you can take the other hand here now. So we're going to give it a bit more of a stretch. I really like this one. Goes all the way down the arm and into your lats. So lats often get quite weak, and they're really important for our shoulder movements. So when a muscle is weak, it can often be very tight. So to build strength, we need a little bit of that bendiness, that flexibility. Good. Remembering to feel the structure of the pose and then relax. Couple more breaths. And we're going to swap it over. So breathe in, lift the arms all the way up. Breathe out to let them come down by the sides. Nice. And then breathe in again, lifting up. This time left arm bends behind you. Oh, this one goes a bit lower for me. I can reach almost to my back. And then moving that elbow back, so back towards the back body, and then as though you were taking it behind the head to the center line of the body. Yeah, nice. Find the structure. And then soften and relax. Good, breathing in, extending the arms up. Maybe you even lift the heart up, look up. And exhale, gently settle the arms down by your sides. Good, coming back onto hands and knees. Breath in, belly down, head and tailbone up. Breath out to round. Inhale to neutral. And exhale, lifting up the knees, lifting up the hips. Coming to downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Good. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. And exhale, gently set your knees to the floor. So you can take a low lunge here, bringing your right leg through. Left knee is on the floor. Hands positioned either side of that front foot. Breath in. And as you exhale, gently drawing the inner thighs to the center line and letting your hips open up towards the floor. Remember to feel into the structure, feel the stability and solidity of the pose, and then relax, knowing that you're held.
stay here, or if you feel to, you can tuck the back toes. We're going to lift that back knee up and press out through the back heel. Place the knee down to the floor, bringing the hips back with an in-breath and releasing that front leg on the out-breath. Good. Bringing your left leg through. Inhale here in your neutral setup position, and then exhale, gently squeeze inner thighs to the midline. Open up your hips down towards the floor. Find the structure. So really feel into your feet and hands and everything that is on the floor, that is the foundation. Feel that stability and then soften into it, relax into it. Either stay here or having those back toes touch, lift up the knee and press out through the heel. Good. Gently set the knee to the floor. Breath in to bring those hips back. Exhale to release your front leg. Both knees are on the ground, and let's walk them out to the edges of the mat, touching the toes together, bringing those hips back to the heels and taking wide leg child's pose. Extending your arms long, forward and long along the mat. Good, breath in to rise up. Nice job everyone. Coming to hands and knees again. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Breath in, drop the belly, lift the head and tailbone. Exhale to round. Inhale to neutral. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Good. Let's walk the feet forward a little bit. Come to the front of your mat. Standing in a forward fold, have your feet hip width apart, toes slightly in, and letting yourself really soft knees just hang over those legs. So you just let the hands flop. Feel that strength and stability through the legs. Feel the hips moving up towards the ceiling, allowing the torso, the neck, the head, the arms to just hang heavy into the embrace of gravity. Gently grip the mat with your toes, breathe in and roll to stand. Rolling, 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 arms hanging until the last minute. As you arrive close to standing, taking the arms a little bit back, shoulders back, head up. Nice. Going to breathe in, take the arms out to the sides, long through the body, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, roll up to standing. Exhale and ground. It's just linking breath and movement here. Arms out and up as you breathe in. Nice. Exhale, forward fold. Nice and slowly, knees bent to the floor with the fingertips. Inhale, gently roll up. So again, very soothing to just link breath and movement. Exhale, ground. Inhale, hands out and up. And this time, exhale, bring hands to prayer position in front of the heart and then to the hips. You're going to step your, let's go this way, step your left leg back. For a warrior pose, have your heels in line, back toes are in 45 degrees, front toes out 90. We're going to bend that back knee and invite the hips around to the front here. That's it. And then straighten up the back knee without moving the hips. Good. Take a breath in, lift the arms up, feel this opening up through the whole body. And then exhale, bend the front knee. Good. Inhale, lift up, straighten the front knee. Exhale, hands to hips, and we're going to swap it over. So just by switching the feet. So left toes come in, right toes, or whichever way you are. Just swap it over. Beautiful. Bending that back knee, bring the hips around to the front. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, bend the knee. Take a breath. Breathe it out. Inhale again. And then exhale, straighten up. Release the arms down. Good. Turn both feet forward, so all toes are forward. Then we're going to take them out about 45 degrees and just come to a squat stance, a sort of horse stance in martial arts it's called. Tracking those knees out towards the toes. Just going to come down. Excellent. Good. You can place your hands onto the thighs to give you a little bit of support. I just want you to play with rocking a little bit here from side to side and just feeling a bit of opening through the hips. Nice. Good. Excellent. Great. Gently come to center. Breathe in to stand up tall. Breathe out to turn your toes slightly inward now. And we're going to take a forward fold. So bend the knees and hinge at the hips to come forward, wide leg forward fold. Feel the structure and support of your legs, your bones, your feet. And then softening. Beautiful work. Let's breathe in, bend the knees, roll up to standing.
Exhale and ground. Nice. Step your feet back to center. We're going to come all the way down onto our backs on the mat. Nice. And I like sometimes here to almost pull my head long to try and get a bit of length through the back of the neck. So you might rest your head into your hands, draw the elbows together, draw them all up and feel that length, and then set the neck and head down to the floor. Good. You'll hook your right ankle over your left knee. Bring it up as you breathe in. Lower leg parallel to the floor, both feet are flexed. And you can take your hands around that thigh and draw everything down towards the chest. Whew. Inviting some opening into the hips and glutes. So I've been doing some study again recently into posture and anatomy and fitness, and just how important our glutes are for back health, for walking, for stability, and yet because of all our sitting, they also get very, very weak. And a weak muscle is also a tight muscle, so we want to work to strengthen and to loosen these areas of the body. Releasing and swapping it over. So bring your left ankle to the right knee, flex the feet, bring up the right lower leg so it's parallel to the floor. Take hold of the back of the right thigh and draw everything down towards you. Good, and releasing. Taking both feet to the floor, we're going to press the soles of the feet together, let the knees come open for Supta Baddha Konasana. Supta meaning supine, lying down. So let those soles rest towards each other, knees out towards the sides, and you can bring your hands down just to rest beside you, palms up towards the ceiling. See if you can find the structure of the pose, the holding of the pose, and then relax into that. Good. Gently draw the knees together as you breathe in, bringing them up to the chest. Take your arms out shoulder height, palms to the floor. And exhale to bring the knees over towards your right elbow for a twist. Looking back out over the left fingertips.
breath in, knees to the center. Breath out, knees to the other side. Inhale, knees to center. And exhale, set your feet to the floor. You have a moment now if you want to get socks or blankets or bolsters or pillows or jackets or jumpers, additional things to make you feel warm and comfortable. Please take a moment. And then extending your legs long, letting your feet fall open. Extending your arms long at your sides, palms open to the ceiling. Feeling your whole body held by the structure of the earth, solid and stable behind you. And with every out breath, invite your body to soften back into that holding. Gently deepening the breath and wriggling fingers and toes. And drawing your knees up to the chest. Take your hands around the knees and just gently rock a little bit from side to side and massage out the lower back. Invite a little bit of soft awakening into your awareness. And then rolling to one side, pressing back up to your seated position. So you're going to bring the hands together in prayer. You can just bring your hands together, palms together, and play with how it feels in your body to hold this position at the forehead, with the fingers to the lips,
in front of the heart. And again, affirming at the end of practice our intention to prioritize awareness of breath and coming back to calm as often as we can. Breath in and breath out, back forward. Namaste.